Welcome to Coffee with Alain this morning. It's Saturday. We're going to talk about a couple books. We got Realtor Safety and Self-Protection, and we have Signspotting. A couple books I've recently finished, and these are the two that we're going to be talking about today. Drinking out of the book mug. Just want to remind everybody you need to read more. Read for enjoyment, read for education. So many books out there for your taking, for your enjoyment, for your education, and something you should read, Still Standing. You can get that guide at enjoylifesafely.com. Won't cost you anything, but you will get an offer for a really low price course that accompanies Still Standing that goes even deeper into the topics about how to get back up when life knocks you down. But even if you don't get the course, a lot of good stuff in that guide. So go to enjoylifesafely.com. Get that now. Signspotting, found this on the shelf, read it really quick. Basically, it's a book full of these crazy signs that the person compiled, finding them around the world. And so, it's a cute little book. Some of them make you chuckle. Here's one where the guys, this sign is telling you not to stand on the toilet and how to actually use the toilet, which is sort of needed in some foreign countries. And so some of them make you chuckle, and just some of them you understand if you've traveled a lot and you understand the difficulties in translating languages. But, here's a really important one for safety. Don't walk in front of moving traffic. That's a pretty good safety tip on that sign. Don't walk in front of moving traffic. And here's another one that's pretty good sign for it's along the highway. Keep your eyes open. Yeah, that's a pretty good tip for when you're driving. So just fun little book, read it really quick, chuckled at some of the signs. Now it's going to be donating as I pare down the library. Another book I finished, and this was a simple little book. You can see it's a short book, but Realtor Safety and Self-Protection. It's Time You Take a Stand by Michael Munyon. Mike's a friend of mine, and he put this out. His wife is a realtor, and he wanted to put out some safety tips for realtors, and that's what this book is. It's just some safety tips. I wish Mike would have taken his vast amount of knowledge and made a more in-depth book, but I get why he just made a little tips book too. But it has some good little tips for realtors to help keep them safe, and that's what this book is for. Mike teaches courses on this topic, and I would recommend, if you're a realtor, to get him come in and teach those courses. And then this is just a little tips book that could accompany that course. I'll probably have Mike on here one of these days soon if I can get him on to talk about this and talk about more things about keeping realtors safe. But this was a simple little tips book, some good tips for anybody to stay safe, but it was more aimed at realtor safety. Some of it's applicable to everyone. Some of the book was just applicable maybe if you're in that job. So we'll get Mike on to talk a little bit more about keeping realtors safe. But those were the two books this weekend: Realtor Safety and Self-Protection, Signspotting. I'm heading up the mountain with Rocky. Lots to do. You got lots to do. Make it a spectacular Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow.